Do you like playing games? Most of us do, and guess what? Games aren't just for fun anymore. Hi, I'm Liew, and in this video, I'll be exploring an exciting trend that's transforming the way we teach and learn: gamification in education. What is gamification? Play is a fundamental human practice that can spark curiosity and facilitate skills acquisition and behavioral change. From earning points to unlocking levels, gamification brings game-like elements into the classroom to boost motivation, engagement, and learning outcomes. We may have encountered it in tools like Kahoot, quizzes, Booklet, Wordwall, or even Duolingo. Let's take a closer look at how this powerful approach is reshaping modern education. Wayground, formerly Quizzes, is one of the platform helps teachers in gamification the lesson. Here's how it works. First, create a new quiz, or mix and match millions of teacher-created questions. Next, students play at their own pace, in class or at home. Every learner competes to improve, and retakes are a cinch. While students play, Quizzes handles the grading instantly. You see what each student has mastered, know where they can improve, and share their progress with tools like Google Classroom. Literature review. A series of research has been done showing growing evidence that gamification can improve student engagement, motivation, and learning outcomes. Research found that in students with lower motivation, gamification with immediate rewards can be very effective. In addition, a thoughtfully designed gamified environment can promote various cognitive and emotional benefits, including improved problem-solving skills, stronger collaboration, and greater resilience when facing challenges. Positive changes in student attitude, behavior can be observed as according to the researchers. However, there are possible challenges mentioned in the research. The students' over-reliance on extrinsic motivators like points or leaderboards may diminish intrinsic motivation. Some students tend to feel board games is not effective if used multiple times. Additionally, equitable access to technology remains a concern, potentially deepening educational divides. Current usage in education shows that gamified systems are increasingly implemented in educational settings to target motivation and engagement. Different research has been done show gamification the lesson brings positive impacts in different education level. Overall, gamification is recognized as a valuable approach to improve educational outcomes. To understand how gamification works educationally, we can apply several learning theories and models. Jean Piaget, known as the father of cognitive development, saw play as the very foundation of how children build knowledge. To Piaget, play isn't just a way to pass time, it's a vital process through which children construct understanding, test out ideas, and solve real-world problems. When a child builds with blocks, pretends to be a doctor, or plays a matching game, they're not just having fun. They're actively developing essential thinking skills, like logic, memory, and reasoning. On the other hand, Lev Vygotsky, a Russian psychologist, focused on the social side of learning. He believed that play is where children learn to communicate, negotiate, and collaborate with others. During play, children take on different roles, imagine new scenarios, and stretch beyond their current abilities. He believed that with the right support, children can achieve more than they could on their own, especially through guided play. The SAMR model, created by Puentedora, 2014, helps teachers see how deeply technology is used in learning. It's a useful tool for thinking about how digital tools can change and improve traditional classroom activities. At the substitution level, gamification replaces paper quizzes with digital ones. At augmentation, it adds real-time feedback and scoring. At modification, you redesign how students interact, like creating competitive or collaborative quiz games. At redefinition, turning learning into a competitive challenge with rewards, missions, and leaderboards. Next, the TPACK framework, created by Mishra and Kohler, 2006, shows how three important types of knowledge work together for good teaching with technology. For content knowledge, teachers must first understand the subject matter. For instance, in a science class about the water cycle, quiz questions should focus on evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. Next, for pedagogical knowledge, appropriate teaching strategies must be applied. Using a quiz at the end of the lesson reinforces learning through active recall and provides immediate feedback, helping students correct misunderstandings on the spot. For technological knowledge, teachers must know how to use the platform effectively. For example, enabling memes and quizzes for motivation, setting time limits based on question difficulty, or reviewing detailed reports to identify learning gaps. Strengths and barriers. Gamification has several key benefits. First, it boosts student motivation by making learning feel like a quest or a game. This is especially helpful in subjects that students may find boring or difficult. Second, it encourages active participation. Tools like Kahoot and quizzes turn passive learning into interactive experiences, helping students stay focused and engaged. Third, it supports real-time feedback. Students get immediate responses to their answers, which helps them understand their mistakes and learn more effectively. Fourth, it can promote collaboration. Many gamified tools allow for team challenges or cooperative missions, building teamwork and peer support. And finally, some platforms offer personalized difficulty, which helps cater to different learning needs and supports inclusive practices. But there are also important challenges. One issue is that too many rewards can reduce intrinsic motivation. Students may start focusing more on earning points than actually learning. Next, competition can be stressful for some students, especially if they don't perform well under pressure. Another barrier is technology access. Not all students have reliable devices or internet at home, which can create inequality. And finally, time constraints. Planning effective gamified lessons takes extra effort, something many teachers struggle with in their busy schedules. Pedagogical strategy. To integrate gamification effectively, I propose using a flipped classroom model supported by quizzes or Kahoot. Here's how it works. Before class, students watch short videos or review materials online. During class, students play quiz games in teams to apply and review the content. This encourages active recall, collaboration, and immediate feedback. The strategy also allows teachers to identify misconceptions quickly and adjust instruction. To ensure the effectiveness of gamification the lesson, we can apply the Assure instructional design model. Developed by Hynek, Molenda, Russell, and Smaldino, the Assure model provides a structured approach to integrating technology and media in instruction. The Assure model supports universal design for learning, UDL, by helping teachers plan lessons that are inclusive and accessible from the start. A stands for Analyze Learners. S stands for State Objectives. S stands for Select Media and Materials. U stands for Utilize Media and Materials. R stands for Require Learner Participation, and finally E stands for Evaluate and Revise. To analyze learners, begin by understanding your students' needs, prior knowledge, and comfort with technology. Next, state objectives. Set clear learning goals. For example, students will identify key grammar rules with 80% accuracy. Select methods and media. Choose appropriate tools, quizzes for self-paced learning or Kahoot for real-time review. Utilize media. Prepare and test the quiz, ensure all devices work, and explain the activity clearly. Next, require participation. Engage all students actively during the game and follow up with short discussions. Evaluate and revise. Use quiz reports to assess understanding and improve future lessons. Conclusion. To summarize, gamification brings game elements into learning to increase motivation and engagement. Research shows that it can enhance learning, but only when used thoughtfully and purposefully. Educational theories like SAMR and TPACK model explain how gamification works and why it's effective. While it has challenges, especially with motivation balance and access, it can be a powerful pedagogical tool when combined with strategies like flipped classrooms or project-based learning. Looking ahead, gamification is evolving with adaptive technology and AI-powered personalization. Future research can explore how to balance competition and collaboration in gamified settings, how to tailor gamified learning for different subjects and student needs, and how to integrate it into formative assessment and competency-based learning systems. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope it provided useful insights into how gamification can transform teaching and learning.